Today's video was going to be a little different. It is Monday, and the results of the weekend games are in. Matthew Stafford and the LA Rams are one game away from the Super Bowl, which means that the Detroit Lions will be picking 29, 30, 31, or 32. Being is that the LA Rams are one of the last four remaining teams. And I was going to talk about how that changed the draft position and how the Detroit Lions were going to draft. And it did change a little bit. Take-a-thon now has us taking Sam Howell and somebody else, I don't remember, with the first, second round pick. But this video is going to be more off the cuff. I just want to talk to my franchise, and I want to talk to Detroit Lions fans as well. I wake up this morning and I Google Detroit Lions, and the first thing that I see is about Matthew Stafford. To me, that's a problem. I understand he was a big deal with this franchise. I understand that he spent over a decade here, and I understand that fans and the city have an attachment to Matthew Stafford. And if you want to take your fandom of Matthew Stafford to the LA Rams, I'm in no position to tell you that you can't do that. However, I am not. My loyalty is with my team. It never goes past that. If I decided, so I just wanted to talk to my franchise. This is to Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell. Do I think they're ever going to see this? No, but it makes me feel better. And I'm more talking to you than to them. The Detroit Lions' time is near, but I really need this team to start winning. I really do. All the talk has been about Matthew Stafford and how good he is and how bad the Detroit Lions are. And a lot of it is true as far as the lack of success by our organization and why we're here. The Fords did not own the Detroit Lions before the Super Bowl era. And if I'm not mistaken, they took the franchise in 1964, somewhere around there. So it's been quite a while. And during that time, we have only won one playoff game. I am going to need Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell to bring a winner to this franchise. I really need it to happen. I am tired of talking about Matthew Stafford. I'm tired of the connection between him and Detroit. And I'm tired of being labeled a loser. I'm tired of being one of only 4 teams to never go to a Super Bowl. Out of the 32 teams, there are 12 that have never won. There are 4 that have never gone. And 2 of those teams are OG teams. The other 2 are the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars, who, let me remind you, 5-6 years ago came one game away from actually getting out of that category. With the playoff win from the Cincinnati Bengals last weekend in wildcard round, they leave the Detroit Lions with the longest active playoff win drought in the 4 sports. So they have the longest active drought of any team, having not won a playoff game in over 30 years. The Cincinnati Bengals, we're talking about less than 800 days ago, were the worst team in the National Football League, picking number 1 overall, selecting Joe Burrow with the first overall pick. 2 years later, they win the division, they win a playoff game, and they are 1 game away from the Super Bowl. The last time the Bengals were in this position, I was 9 years old. I need Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell to bring a winner to this city. I need them to bring the narrative back to my city and away from those who have left my city. That's what I need. It is time that we have a winner. It's disgraceful to Google Detroit Lions and see Matthew Stafford. I know that they're interchangeable. I know that. If you Google Detroit Lions, you're not going to see Barry Sanders first. You're not going to see Calvin Johnson first. I understand that Matthew Stafford is coming off his first playoff, just anything, his first everything, really, when it comes to the postseason. I get it. But it's not about Matthew Stafford. It's about my team. If I Google Detroit Lions, I should find my team. So I need Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell to knock this draft out the park. I need Sheila Ford Hamp to continue to do what she's been doing since she's taken over for her mom. Get out of the way, get the right people in here, and let's build a winner. With the Green Bay Packers losing at home, Aaron Rodgers doesn't want to be part of a rebuild. Is it possible that he leaves Green Bay? He had a last dance tweet back in August or September that this was it. He declined being the highest paid player in the league to stay with the Green Bay Packers. He chose no. And he decided this was it. Me personally, I think he's gone. That's just what I think. Green Bay Packers are several $1 million, tens of $1 million over the salary cap. And Aaron Rodgers didn't just say that for no reason. He knows that a rebuild is coming. And for all his greatness, he has one championship. NFC North is about to roll over. The tide is going to turn. And Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell, along with Sheila Ford, are in prime position to make that happen. But I am, as a lifelong loyal, yes, I might walk away from this franchise for my health. I might for my sanity. But it will always be about my team. Always. When I flew to California, I knew we were 0-6. I knew that we were going to lose that game. But being away from home, seeing the love that the Detroit Lions get, I never got to make this video because I just didn't get a chance to. I'm in California, and I want to say this is Santa Monica Beach. Houses are beautiful. You can see the sand. You can see the Pacific Ocean when you look out your back window. Along the way, I'm in my Lions gear, and I'm walking along the way. I get to a house, and at this house on the patio was a familiar shade of blue. And I'm saying to myself, that looks like a Lions fan. I get up to the house, and indeed, it was a Lions fan. Now, this is Saturday, so it's the day before we played the LA Rams. And we chopped it up. And I'm thinking to myself, you're in California. You live on the beach, but yet you're a Lions fan and an avid Lions fan. As I'm walking through California, I hear "Go Lions." I thought I was going to get picked on by Rams fans, but I didn't really get too many Rams house. I don't think I got any, but I would get a "Go Lions" out of nowhere. And it's just time, man. I'm just tired. The narrative now is so much against our city, but I think it's perfect timing for us to rise up. It's perfect time for us to take this thing over. We already showed the league what we're made of with very little. Now, Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, go out here, knock this draft out the park. We have 10 draft picks if we don't make any moves before the draft. Knock this thing out the park, man. Make us respectable. Make us presentable. We already got the respect from the league for fighting. But now let's become winners. Let's bring the narrative back to Detroit. Let's bring a winning team, a winning culture. We haven't had a winner in a long time. Let's take this narrative away from Matthew Stafford. Let's take it away from former players leaving our team becoming successful. Let's make it to where players want to come to our team to be successful. I know I'm asking for a lot. That's something I've never seen. We had two of the greatest players in NFL history, first ballot Hall of Famers that have nothing, no championships to show for it. Barry Sanders was one game away from the Super Bowl. Calvin Johnson never even won a playoff game. Those guys' legacies are cemented. They can't do anything about it. And I have to say, first ballot Hall of Fame, I mean, you can't get any better than that. But it's time, Detroit. It's time for a winner. We got to bring the narrative of winning back to our city. And Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell, it's up to you to make that happen. Sheila Ford, stay out of the way. Let the men work, and let's bring a winner back to Detroit. Every now and then, I just got to talk from the heart, man, because it's important. This team is important. The success of this team is important because it's more than just a team. It's the city. It's the state. We need a winner. My name is Derek. This is Detroit Lions Syndicate. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. We have crossed 500 subscribers. We're on our way to 6. My goal is to hit 1,000 by Super Bowl Sunday. Thank you so much, and as always, go Lions.